Maggie's hand. Times were tough in Geordie land. We got our tools and work and gear and humped it all from Newcastle to here. Why I'm why travelling boys in the dust and dirt and the wrecking noise. Drills and hammers, diggers and picks, mixing concrete, laying bricks. There's English, Irish, Scots, the lot. United Nations, what we've got. Brickies, chippies, every trade, German building, British made. Maggie's farm, had away down the Audubon, mine support at Cabin Bay, or a bunk in an innocent hut instead. There's plenty Deutschmarks here to earn, and German tarts are wunderschön. German beer is chemical free, Germany's alright with me. Sometimes I miss my river time, but you're my pretty Fraulein. Tonight we'll drink the old town dry, keep our spirit levels high. Sometimes I miss my river time, but you're my pretty Fraulein. Tonight we'll drink the old town dry, keep our spirit levels high. Sometimes I miss my river time, but you're my pretty Fraulein. Tonight we'll drink the old town dry, keep my spirit levels high. Working on the site from morning till night, that's living alright. That's living alright. Then a pint with the boys in a bottle of noise, that's living alright. That's living alright. Working all day for a pittance of pay, then blow it all on Saturday night. And you kiss the dames, but you don't ask their names, that's living alright. Working in the sun, drinking schnapps, having fun, that's living alright. Then the night in the town, spreading it around, that's living alright. Working all day for a packet of pay, and send a little back to the wife. Still you keep a little here just to keep you in bed, that's living alright. Yeah, you play the game, then it's happy to say, that's living alright. Tell them a lie with a glint in your eye, 'cause tomorrow you'll be back on the site. And you kiss the dames, but you don't ask their names, that's living alright. Yeah, you play the game, then it's happy to say, that's living alright. That's living alright. That's living alright. That's living alright. And you kiss the dames, but you don't ask their names, that's living alright. Working in the sun, drinking schnapps, having fun, that's living alright. Then the night in the town, spreading it around, that's living alright. Working all day for a packet of pay, and send a little back to the wife. Still you keep a little here just to keep you in bed, that's living alright. Yeah, you play the game, then it's happy to say, that's living alright. I recall when I was born, as I recall, preacher didn't hold out any hopes at all. Looked at me all pink in the skin, thought he better dip me in the bath again. Stuck my shins on bigger thin, people throwing rocks at the angels' wings. But through it all, I stood tall, even when my back was up against the wall. The devil's daughter keep a calling out my name. Baby, let me take you down. I so sincerely wanna cross the road and play the game. Raise your hands, jump for joy. Let's hear it for the country boy. Raise your hands, jump for joy. Let's hear it for the country boy. Let's hear it for the country boy. So I growed up, became a man. I took my daddy's teaching all across the land. The journey's long, but I must be strong. Try to tell the difference between right and wrong. The devil's daughter keep a calling out my name. Come on and make it feel so good. I've been to heaven, now I'm never gonna see things the same. So raise your hands, jump for joy. Let's hear it for the country boy. Raise your hands,
Good evening, everybody. It is 8 o'clock in the UK. It is different times in other places, I would imagine. It's Tuesday, and it is time for the Quizcazoatl Publess Pub Quiz. Welcome to all of our regulars. Welcome especially to anyone who is new, but maybe welcome double especially to the BBQs if you're playing this week. As last week's winners, I will arrange a prize question for you if you get in touch. So let me know if you're playing. I say week, it's a fortnight, isn't it? But you get the idea. For those not in the know, the Quizcazoatl Publess Pub Quiz is an online social event in 4 parts. In round 1, I'll be reading you some questions, plus asking you to look at some pictures from the Quizcazoatl picture sheet. If you'd like to get ahead of the curve, which is recommended, why not go to bit.ly/quizcazoatl_pictures and download that in advance. That link in clickable form on the what you do it, the thingy, the YouTube about section and the Facebook page. We also have there the oh god, I've started playing the guitar. It's all gone wrong for me. We also have there the link to the answer sheets if you would like to look at the answer sheet. Or look at the answer sheet if you would like to submit your answers to compete with our regulars. Why not go to bit.ly/quizcazoatl_answers. After round 1 we go to a music round. Then we have round 2. We finish with a wipeout round. The whole thing should take us through till about 10:30 UK time. In the meantime, enjoy yourselves and don't just look the answers up on Google. What would be the fun in that? Alright, all that aside, time to go to question number 1 for this week. Can you tell me? Can you tell me why I have the wrong thing showing? Can you tell me why I still have the wrong thing going? See, I was a bit late getting ready today, and it's showing, even compared to normal. Can you tell me what 4 words begin the titles of the first 7 completed novels by J.K. Rowling? And that's probably not the hardest question you'll ever answer, so we'll go to question 2 promptly. In which sport might a player face a double breaking putt? In which sport might a player face a double breaking putt? Question 3 takes us to the first of our picture questions for this week. Where are my picture questions? There we are. Picture number 1. We've got 7 Ds. Can you name all of these D characters? Question number 4. Which Nobel Prize was awarded to Barack Obama in 2009? Which Nobel Prize was given to Barack Obama in 2009? Question number 5. The majority of the Algerian population live near the coastline of which sea? And question 6 is our second picture. It's Venn diagrams, as so often it is. Can you identify for me what lives where the question mark goes in these intersecting ovals? Question number 7. In the Pokemon series, which primary colour are the cheek pouches of Pikachu? And question number 8. In the list of the 50 highest grossing films of all time, which 3 have a one-word title beginning with A? There's 1 science fiction film, 1 Disney film, and 1 superhero film. Question number 9 is picture number 3. And we've got animals that have a shared word in their names this week. Last time it was colours. This time it's just any old word. Can you name 6 animals for 6 points? And BBQs. If it works for you, I'd like to do a prize question. Beg your pardon. I'd like to do a prize question just a little bit after we put up the picture for question 12. So let me know if that doesn't work. In the meantime, let us go on to question 10. Can you tell me, according to a theme song, which English folk hero was feared by the bad, loved by the good? Feared by the bad and loved by the good. And the question numero 11. In men's football, of all the teams that won the English Premier League, why did I have to be in the bar with this one? No, hang on. Of all the teams that have won the English Premier League, which is based furthest south and which furthest north? Premier League winning teams, which is based furthest south, which furthest north? And question number 12 is picture number 4. It's some sports films. We've got 6 stills from films about the sports. I am asking you to name all 6 films for me. And BBQs in about 1 minute to be on alert, because we're going to be going to your prize question. Everyone else, don't bother sending your answers in. I don't care. You didn't win last week or last fortnight, so you leave with nothing. But not in a mean way. Okay, BBQs. Here comes your question now, as ever. BBQs, you can confer. You'll get about 30 seconds to get your answer back to me, either by email or post it in the quiz chat box, although it's not totally clear whether that's going to work. So best to email as well. Your question then. The 28th meeting of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change is currently happening, but in which country? In which country is the 28th meeting of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change? Okay, BBQs. I have Saudi Arabia. You are close, and thematically close, but I'm afraid no cigar. It is the United Arab Emirates. So just off to the, which way around is that? Off to the right of Saudi Arabia, I think, if I'm remembering my peninsula. So bad luck, a good effort, but you might still win today's, and then you might get another chance for another prize question and another quiz. Anywho, all of this aside, for everyone else, it's time to go on to question number 13. And the question is, what is the first word beginning with H to appear in the most common version of the Lord's Prayer? In English, I should say. What is the first word beginning with H to appear in the most common version of the Lord's Prayer? Question 14. Picture number 5. It's predictive text. We've got two things that you can toast. Can you identify them from this numerical clue? Question number 15 now. Trustees of which famous attraction, the third most visited in the United Kingdom, have been described by a prominent Queen's Council, aren't they King's Councils these days, as the world's largest receivers of stolen property? The trustees of which attraction are the world's largest receivers of stolen property? Question number 16. Boggis, Bunce and Bean are vicious poultry farmers. In which book? By Roald Dahl. It's before they joined the legal profession. Boggis, Bunce and Bean are vicious poultry farmers. In which book? By Roald Dahl. Question 17 takes us to picture number 6. And this week, all of the logos are from TV shows. Can you name 6 television shows from 6 logos? Question number 18. John Major is portrayed by Robin Kermode in which Meryl Streep film? John Major is portrayed by Robin Kermode in which Meryl Streep film? Question 19 takes us to our final picture of round 1. Picture number 7. It's 4 people. The people were born in the same year. Can you name for me all 4 of them and tell me what the year was? 5 points available in total. And our final question for round number 1. Question number 20. Which metric for measuring a human is calculated by dividing weight in kilos by the square of height in meters? A metric calculated by dividing weight by height squared. Righty, that is the end of round one. I will give you a super generous 7 minutes to finalise those answers and do whatever it is you choose to do. When the ticker has topped down, we'll be back to do the music round. Okie dokie, so welcome back everybody. Hopefully you have done whatever you wanted to do. I see that I have questions in from, well, at the very least 3/4 of the teams I was expecting. Him and her, if you're playing today, I still haven't had an answer. Anyway, having done round 1, it's time to move on to the music round. You all know the score by now. In the music round, I'm going to play you clips of 6 songs, one from each decade from the 1960s up to the 2010s. All you gotta do is listen in and tell me who performed each song and what it was called. Performer and name, that's 2 points per track, 12 points in total. I'll play them once, give you a moment to discuss them, and then I'll play them again. Here we go.
Wait a minute, shake your arm, then use your palm. Stay on the scene. You got to have the feeling, sure as you're born. Get it together, right on. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine, don't worry about his. your farm. Stay on the scene. You got to have the feeling. Sure as you're born. Get it together. Right on, right on. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine. Don't worry about his.
I'll make you mine, you know I'll take you to the top. I'll drive you crazy. Sa-ba-da-dum, dancing like the way you move. Pretty baby, it's party time and not 1 minute we can lose. Be my baby. Give me a reason. I gotta know. Do you feel it too? Can't you see me here on overload? And this time I blame you. Looking out for you to hold my hand. It feels like I could fall. Now love me right, like I know you can. We could lose it all. You know you can't deny.
And I'd sing a song that'd be just stars, but I sang them all to another heart. And I wanna cry, I wanna learn to love, but all my tears have been used up. All my tears have been used up. All my tears have been used up.
Alrighty, as ever, you can keep thinking about the music just a moment longer, but designated markers, if you would be so kind. Eyes down, look in, because we are going to go to the round 1 marking. Well, that one hasn't updated. Maybe if I hit F5, it'll all be okay. Okay, yes, much better. Alright, well, it looks good, so... question 1, the 4 words beginning J.K. Rowling's first 7 novels are Harry Potter and the. The double breaking putt is a golf thing. It's when the hills on the green go from one way to another before you reach the hole. Golf for the point. Question 3, our D characters were from the Teletubbies. It was Dipsy. We then have Dobby, who apparently may be called Debbie underneath it all, but Dobby for the point, or Debbie. Dr. Doolittle, just Doolittle will do, just a little. Then the Gandalf lookalike is Dumbledore. From the... oh, looks like... looks like someone didn't get their link. Let's see. What am I talking about? Footlins, if you're able to confirm whether you got your link, that would be great. Let's just see whether there was a spelling error in an email address. Wouldn't be the worst time. That looks good. So maybe, don't know whether you can check your spam. Maybe I can just send you the link again. What have we got? Alrighty, hopefully that'll get going. Everyone else is shipshape in Bristol fashion. Okie dokie then, what have we got? So we had Harry Potter, and then we had golf, then we had Dipsy and Dobby and Dr. Dolittle and Dumbledore. From The Wizard of Oz we had Dorothy. A quarter of the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles was Donatello. And then finally, with the colourful face, it was Darth Maul. Dipsy, Dobby, Dr. Dolittle, Dumbledore, Dorothy, Donatello and Darth Maul. Question 4. The prize given to Barack Obama. Some said, if nothing else, rather promptly, was the Nobel Peace Prize. Then Algeria. Mostly people in Algeria live near the coastline of the Mediterranean. The north coast of Algeria is on the Mediterranean. Missing items from the Venn diagrams. We had bacon. That's where Kevin's meat pork products. Then we had boot. They were... How many of you got... Oh, you all got boot. Well done. Golden Awards meets parts of the car. And then we were looking for hip. Words that make a phrase when repeated with an O instead of an I meets joints. Question 7. Pikachu is yellow, but the pouches on his cheeks are red. Red for the point. Then we have the top grossing films with an A were Avatar, everybody worked that one out, Dances with Smurfs, as South Park would have it, then Aladdin for the Disney film, but I don't think anybody got the Superman superhero film. I don't think I watched this one either. It was Aquaman, not to be confused with Seaman. Aquaman. Avatar, Aladdin, and Aquaman. Question 9. Our double animals were Great White Shark and Great Dane. Then Mountain Lion and Mountain Goat. Mountain Puma. You see, I guess I'll give a half point for Mountain Puma, because the whole point of a puma is, or a mountain lion, is that it is a puma, but you don't call it a mountain puma, now do you? But you did get the gist, so half a point for you. And then Kingfisher and King Cobra. Question 10, not to be confused with Dennis Moore, robbed from the poor to give to the rich. It's Robin Hood, feared by the bad, loved by the good. Robin Hood. Question 11. Of the Premier League winning teams, the most geographically diverse in the lateral direction are Chelsea and Blackburn. I'm sorry, BBQs, but Newcastle were winning one year, but they threw it all away. It's a while ago now. Bad finish that season. Question 12. Our sports films were, first off, Bugs Bunny Does Basketball in Space Jam. Then, with the football, it's She's the Man. Then, I'm afraid, She's All That. You were sort of barking up the right tree, but you didn't quite get there. She's the Man. Then The Karate Kid. What is it? Nicky Lauder there on the bottom left in Rush. I think. I remembered them the right way around. Then the boxing or wrestling film is called Fighting with My Family. Fighting with the Family is close enough, I think, for a point. Fighting with My Family, though. Not $1 Million Baby, whole different movie. And then finally, it is Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo. Not to be confused with, was it Gran Torino? Is that a Clint Eastwood movie or something? Gran Turismo. Anyway. Question 13. Our Father, who art in heaven. Heaven with an H for a point. Predictive text. You can toast the bride and you can toast the bread, but do not get them the wrong way round when deciding how to toast them. Question 15. The British Museum is possibly the world's largest receiver of stolen property. Well played, everyone there, getting away with it for years. It is, give the marbles back. Just give them back. We've had him for ages. Boggis, Bunsen, Bean are in the book Fantastic Mr. Fox. I suspect there are farmers in James and the Giant Peach, but maybe there aren't. Would there be? Don't know really. It's a big peach. Someone had to farm it. Anyway, Fantastic Mr. Fox is what I wanted. Then 6 TV logos, and we were looking for, first off, the Rugrats, then The Walking Dead, then The Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, American Horror Story, and it's time to play the music, it's time to light the lights, it's time to meet the Muppets. It's the Muppet Show for the 6th one. Rugrats, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, American Horror Story, and The Muppet Show. Question 18. Meryl Streep was in The Iron Lady. Not to be confused with the sequel to Iron Man. A lot of disappointed punters going to that one. Iron Lady. Question 19. 4 people in a year. We were looking for Oprah Winfrey first, and then Jerry Seinfeld, then Annie Lennox, and finally Mr. Jackie Chan. They were all born, goodness me, nearly 70 years ago. What a good year it was. 1954. And finally, question 20. Divide your weight by your square height and get your body mass index. Body mass index, BMI, is fine. We'll come back in just a little bit and do the music round marking. In the meantime, let me get you started on round 2 with an anagram. Can you rearrange for me the letters in an orange jet to find the name of a famous female actor? Rearrange the letters in an orange jet. ANORANGEJET. Alrighty, round 2, question 2. Which recent BBC TV drama, set in a kitchen, shares its name with the temperature at which a liquid starts to vaporize? A recent TV drama set in a kitchen shares its name with the temperature at which a liquid starts to vaporize. Our first picture of round 2. It's about spots. I can spot one. Can you give me 5 phrases, including spots? I'll also quickly tell you that we have scores in from round 1 in 3rd place. With 36.5, it's the Footlins. They're trailing last week's winners by 5.5. The BBQ's on 42. But they are behind by 5. That's a strong start. Sounds a bit hippie to me. They're on 47. Question number 4. What text-speak acronym, beginning with Y, means roughly, I would say quite roughly, the same as the Latin phrase carpe diem? What text-speak acronym means roughly the same as carpe diem? Question number 5. The symbol for which technology consists of two Viking runes merged together? The symbol for which technology consists of two Viking runes merged together? I'll give you picture 8, 9, picture 9 for question 6, and then we can do the music round marking, if you would. So here we go, question number 9. It's when they were young. Here's 4 faces. Imagine that those faces had been welded onto the bodies of adults and yet somehow aged, probably by the welding process. It would age you, you know. And tell me who they are, and there's 4 points in it for you. Okie dokie, designated markers. Eyes down, looking in. Let's go over the music round. I say I'll just wave for anyone who's got me on mute. Doopy-doopy-doo-doo. So, music round marking, here we come. In the 1960s, the song was by Dusty Springfield. No points for Buffalo Springfield, and definitely no points for Buffalo Bill. It was Dusty Springfield, and it was I Only Want to Be With You. Into the 70s, Get Up! I Feel Like Being a Sex Machine. Get Up is okay. A Sex Machine is not. Sex Machine can be half a point. A point for Get Up, or Get Up, I Feel Like Being a Sex Machine, or words to that effect. That was James Brown. Continuing the James-ish theme, the 1980s had a song from James called Sit Down. Sit Down, Lars, I think probably was the sense. Sit Down by James. Into the 1990s. It's Saturday Night and Babe the Air is Getting Hot, something like that. It was Wigfield. Not Wickfield. I'm pretty sure he was a marriage prospect in a Jane Austen novel, but it's not a spelling test, so we'll allow it. Wigfield with Saturday Night. Into the 2000s, the song is called When Love Takes Over, and that was David Guetta featuring Kelly Rowland. That's half a mark for each on that one. David Guetta featuring Kelly Rowland. And finally, in the 2010s, we were looking for Another Love, and that was Tom Odell. Tom Odell. Those again quickly. I Only Want to Be With You, Dusty Springfield. Get Up, I Feel Like Being a Sex Machine, James Brown. Sit Down by James. Saturday Night by Wigfield. When Love Takes Over, David Guetta featuring Kelly Rowland. And Another Love by Tom Odell. And I'll give you question 7. What word comes before row, possibly row, in the title of a video game series and after latter day in the name of a Christian denomination? What word comes before row in the title of a video game series and after latter day in the name of a Christian denomination? And I'll give you a scores roundup after 2 rounds. I can tell you. Sounds a bit hippie didn't do great on the music, so it's all evened up a little bit. We now have the Footlins on 10, only 7 points adrift of both Sounds a Bit Hippie and the BBQs. They are now smack bang level on 53.5. Question number 8 is an audio question. It's mystery voice time. I'm going to play you some clips. All you got to do for me is listen in to these people and tell me who they are. There will be 3 of them. I will play the clip twice. Here we go.
Number 1.
I don't think I look back very much. The highlight at the moment for me is turning up here at 7:30 every night, matinee on Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday, and doing the show. And I'm not a fool. I don't think I won't be acting for much longer. So I quite like living at home in my own bed, within striking distance of the theatre. Lovely.
Number 2.
Like Carrie, who there's nobody like Carrie. Very few women could carry off the particular kind of strength that she had. I did not want to put boys' clothes on a woman. I wanted a woman who's a woman, who was very strong and wise and a leader, and at the same time, young. You know, because the big issue is, well, how can a 19-year-old be a senator? But I believe that 19-year-olds are smarter than most people, and Carrie proved that.
Number 3.
It's the Labour Party, it's the Lib Dems, it's the Coalition of Chaos, it's the Guardian reading, tofu eating, wokerati, dare I say, the anti-growth coalition that we have to thank for the disruption that we are seeing on our roads today.
Number 1.
I don't think I look back very much. The highlight at the moment for me is turning up here at 7:30 every night, matinee on Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday, and doing the show. And I'm not a fool. I don't think I won't be acting for much longer. So I quite like living at home in my own bed, within striking distance of the theatre. Lovely.
Number 2.
Like Carrie, who there's nobody like Carrie. Very few women could carry off the particular kind of strength that she had. I did not want to put boys' clothes on a woman. I wanted a woman who's a woman, who was very strong and wise and a leader, and at the same time, young. You know, because the big issue is, well, how can a 19-year-old be a senator? But I believe that 19-year-olds are smarter than most people, and Kerry proved that.
Number 3.
It's the Labour Party, it's the Lib Dems, it's the coalition of chaos, it's the Guardian reading, tofu eating, wokerati, dare I say, the anti-growth coalition that we have to thank for the disruption that we are seeing on our roads today.
Question number 9. What W is an international provider of co-working spaces once allegedly worth $47 billion that filed for bankruptcy in November 2023? And question number 10 is picture number 10. We've got some African tourism posters. Can you name 6 African countries from these posters? Question number 11. Completely legal and unregulated in almost all jurisdictions. What is the world's most widely consumed psychoactive substance? Legal and unregulated in almost all jurisdictions. What is the world's most widely consumed psychoactive substance? Question number 12. It's picture number 11. And it's the A to F of science. Can you give the terms beginning with the letters? Question number 13. The podcasts Slapshot Sweethearts and Dropping the Gloves are devoted to which sport? Slapshot Sweethearts and Dropping the Gloves are devoted to which sport? And question 14, it's our final audio question. Beg your pardon. Our final audio question for today. We have more mashups for you. And we're going to play you 3 clips. And we're looking for 6 artists. One of these mixes the vocals a bit more than normal, so be alert. But each clip contains bits of 2 songs. I want you to tell me the artists responsible for all of them. Here we go.
Number 1.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. Where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. Till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Do you, don't you want me to love you? I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you.
Number 2.
You could change your life if you wanna. You could change your clothes if you wanna. If you change your mind, well, that's the way it goes. But I'm gonna keep your jeans and your old black hat, 'cause I wanna. They look good on me. You're never gonna get them back. At least not today, not today, not today. 'Cause if it's over, let it go, and come tomorrow we will see. So yesterday, I'm just a bird that's already flown away. Laugh it off and let it go, and when you wake up it will seem so yesterday, haven't you heard that I'm gonna be okay?
Number 3.
Time is passing like a solar eclipse. See you watching and you blow me a kiss. It's your moment, baby, don't let it slip. Coming closer, are you reading my lips? They say I come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me, I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini, I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me, everybody knows. Catch
Right, and I was getting my weeks mixed up. I think those were all in the normal fashion, so ignore what I said before we started. I'll play them again in a minute.
Number 1.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. Where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. Till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Don't you want me to love you? I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you.
Number 2.
You could change your life if you wanna. You could change your clothes if you wanna. If you change your mind, well, that's the way it goes. But I'm gonna keep your jeans and your old black hat, 'cause I wanna. They look good on me. You're never gonna get them back. At least not today, not today, not today. 'Cause if it's over, let it go, and come tomorrow we will see. So yesterday, I'm just a bird that's already flown away. Laugh it off and let it go, and when you wake up it will seem so yesterday, haven't you heard that I'm gonna be okay?
Number 3.
Time is passing like a solar eclipse. See you watching and you blow me a kiss. It's your moment, baby, don't let it slip. Coming closer, are you reading my lips? They say I come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me, I'm not here for long. Catch me or I go Houdini, I come and I go. Prove you got the right to please me, everybody knows. Catch me or I go Houdini. If you're good enough to find a way, maybe you could cause a girl to change.
And question 15 takes us to another picture. Picture 12, pictorial vegetables. Can you name these 6 vegetables? Question number 16. Which Scottish-born inventor co-founded AT&T and the American Telephone and Telegraph Company? A Scottish-born inventor who co-founded AT&T. Question 17 takes us to picture number 13. And it's more missing vowels. This time it's going to be an overlapping TV program and film title. For example, would be The Office / Ice Age. Usually there's ice at the end of The Office in it. 4 points available. Question 18. The highest capital city in Europe is situated in which mountain range? And question 19. It's picture 14. You can't see the big picture, but you can see a little bit of picture. Can you tell me the artists associated with these 6 little bits of paintings? And our final question for round 2. Can you do a bit of maths for me? Add the number of colours on the Austrian flag to those on the South African flag. Then multiply the result by the number of stars on China's flag. What is the result? Add for me the number of colours on the Austrian flag to those on the South African flag. Multiply the result by the number of stars on China's flag. What number do you get? Alrighty, that's the end of round 2. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to finalise those answers, then we'll come back and go to the wipeout round. See you in a minute. Hello everybody. Welcome back. Didn't even give myself enough time for the break then. Goodness me. Running late. How dare I? How very dare I? It is onwards and upwards and into the wipeout round. You all know the system by now. In the wipeout round I will ask you 6 questions. Each question is worth a point. The last letter of the answer of each question becomes the first letter of the answer of the next one. If you get all 6 right, there are 2 bonus points in it for you, but if you get any of them wrong, you lose all of your points for the round. Capiche? Good, I'm glad you do, because we're moving into it. Here we go. Wipeout question number 1. Holding the top spot since 2007, with the exception of 2016 when it was James, what is the most popular boy's name for babies in Ireland? Question number 2. What is the term for the unit of explosive force equal to 1,000 tons of TNT? What is the term for the unit of explosive force equal to 1,000 tons of TNT? Wipeout question 3. Since 2006, George Clooney has appeared in advertisements and been an ambassador for which, perhaps controversial, Swiss brand? Since 2006, George Clooney has appeared in advertisements and been an ambassador for which Swiss brand? Question number 4. Which early Netflix original was based on the memoir of Piper Kerman? Which early Netflix original was based on the memoir of Piper Kerman? Wipeout question 5. Which noble gas derives its name from the ancient Greek for the hidden one? A gas that derives its name from the ancient Greek for the hidden one. And finally, Wipeout question 6. Which historical figure is portrayed by Joaquin Phoenix in a 2023 film by Ridley Scott, for which Lawrence the Temple Elf did some of the hats? Alrighty then, I'll give you another couple of minutes to finish up your answers. I seem to have let us run a little late, having been bang on time after round 1. Complacency will get us all eventually. So do try to submit promptly so as we can be finished at 10:30-ish. See you in a minute. Alrighty, time to submit, my friends. Thank you very much. No sooner said than updated. Alright then, designated markers. If you would be so kind as to go to your answer sheets, hopefully they'll be updated. Do hit F5 if you need to. And here we go. An orange jet, female actor. It is of, I think, is it Wednesday Addams fame? It's Jenna Ortega. Jenna Ortega. Question 2. The TV drama with a vaporizing liquid is Boiling Point. Then are spots in a spot of bother. Then if you look very closely, you might have spotted the dog, but perhaps more creatively you could also spot the difference. I'll take either. We'll then say that hits the spot. A leopard can't change its spots. And finally, put you on the spot. 5 available there in total. Spot a bother, spot the difference, that hit the spot. A leopard can't change its spots, and put you on the spot. Carpe diem is more or less sort of the same as YOLO, apparently. And the Viking runes are the symbol for Bluetooth. When they were younger, it is the Christmas fairy himself, Wunterslash, or Slash to his friends. Otherwise, Saul Hudson, if you prefer. Then David Cameron. Then Kylie Minogue. And finally, Jodie Foster. Slash, David Cameron, Kylie Minogue, and Jodie Foster. The Latter-day and the Saints Row. Latter-day Saints and Saints Row for question 7. Then our voices were Sir Ian McKellen, George Lucas, and what a character, it's Suella Braverman. May her time out of office be long and permanent. Question 9, we were looking for WeWork. WeWork is the company whose shares you should have sold a couple of years ago. Then for our African tourism posters, we were looking for Madagascar, South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Morocco, and Zimbabwe. Question 11. Well, I don't know what you lot have been having for dinner. Team number 3. The answer I was looking for was not magic mushrooms. The answer that I was looking for was, of course, caffeine. Caffeine for the point there. I think the others twigged that one. Oh, I've lost my thread now. There we are. No magic mushrooms for you, or possibly too many. Question 11, scientific terms. Amoeba. Or amoeboid would also be acceptable. Then we have the Bunsen burner. Apparently we will accept butane, for that is the standard gas in a Bunsen burner. Then chromosome. Then deltoid. Then energy. Then filament. Slapshot, sweethearts, and dropping the gloves are all about ice hockey. Ice hockey. Then our mashups were Led Zeppelin versus the Beatles, and then 21 Pilots versus Hilary Duff, and finally Keisha versus Dua Lipa. Led Zeppelin versus the Beatles, 21 Pilots versus Hilary Duff, Keisha versus Dua Lipa. Pictorial vegetables, I was looking for artichoke, spinach, parsnip, turnip, asparagus, and celery for 6 points. The Scotsman with AT&T was Alexander Graham Bell. And then our combined TV and film, 1 point each for these, so a total of 4 points available. Do not give anyone more than 4 points on this round. We had Breaking Bad Neighbours, then EastEnders Game, then QIAM Legend, and finally Travelman of Steel. Question 18. The highest capital city in Europe is Andorra la Vella, and it's in the Pyrenees. Question 19. The artists we were looking for were Andy Warhol, Van Gogh, I need the surnames, Warhol, Van Gogh, Dali, Liechtenstein, Da Vinci, and Botticelli. Warhol, Van Gogh, Dali, Liechtenstein, Da Vinci, and Botticelli. We had a very good representation of Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in today's quiz, I think you'll agree. And finally, we were looking for colours on the Austrian flag is 2. On the South African flag is 8. Multiply by 5, and you get up to 40. 40 for the point. Oh, I don't know how anyone else is doing. My answers just disappeared. Hopefully the same hasn't happened to your sheets. Not going to help anything, is it? Oh well. I can sort this out in the back end if it really comes to it, but let's give it a Mosif. Whoever's marking Team 1, they get a point for that. Kidum. Okay, the answers have come back on mine. So we were looking for 40 for the arithmetic. 2 plus 6 times 5. Then finally, we go to the Wipeout answers. We were looking for the most popular boy's name for babies in Ireland is Jack. It's definitely not Patrick, I'm told. The unit of explosive force, not normal force, explosive force is a kiloton. A sort of a not really a physically correct use of the word force, is it? More of a generic use of the word force there. So Newton, I'm afraid, is a red herring. Kiloton for the point there. Then Nespresso, the Clooney brand. The Memoir, Orange is the New Black. The noble gas, meaning the hidden one, is Krypton. And the historical figure portrayed by Joaquin Phoenix is Napoleon. So, from a quick inspection of the mistakes that we've all made, I can tell you, Footlins, you might not have expected it, but you were the top scorers on the Wipeout round this week, being the only ones who didn't wipe out. And, let's see, is everything looking like it's been marked? Well, oh-hoo! Well, it's a close one. It's a close one. But I can tell you, as you cross the line, in third place on 88.5 points. Very respectable for the Footlins. Fell back a little bit in round 2 there. And that means there's only a point to... Oh, my lord, the scores are changing. I should have waited longer. Hang on. Let's see how this is all looking here. That one's... Just when you think everything couldn't delay itself anymore. All right. Well, I never. Well, it's actually more than 1 point in the end. A little bit of correcting had to be done there. But I can tell you there's 13 points between the Footlins and the winners. The BBQs on 98.5 are 10 points ahead of the Footlins, and that means, with a very decent second round performance, sounds a bit hippie to me, come in first place on 101.5. So, well played hippies, bad luck BBQs. I'm actually not sure whether we're going to be having a live quiz in the week running up to Christmas on the 19th. I might post a pre-recorded one, as there are things to be done. But certainly there will be something for you on the 19th. That means that I will see you in real life for a proper quiz. Not later than the start of 2024 on the 2nd. Until then, enjoy the festive season. Try not to cough on anyone. Keep yourself safe. TTFN.